Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak, excuse Mike Brenner, and we are in the heart of our college football individual teams previews.
Yes,
right, today is July 12th, and right now we're going to take a look at Michigan State, a very interesting team this year. Obviously, Michigan State is an elite program. What they do year in and year out is very impressive. At times, they can have great betting value. They're the fourth choice to win the Big Ten, right?
Yes.
They're plus 850 right now, the most recent odds that I've seen. We're close to Iowa and far behind Michigan and Ohio State. And they're the third choice to win the Big Ten East, and their season win total is at 8, juiced to the under minus 145. And we know why that would be, because they lost a lot this year. Most importantly, of course, the quarterback, right?
Connor Cook. Yep.
And the last time this happened to Michigan State, when they lost a multiple-year starter, they did not have a good year. The next year, they were a terrible bet or a great bet on their under and the season win total that year. And even if this year isn't quite as bad as that year wound up being, it's still if it's just a significant downturn, which we would expect, then under 8 wins, even at minus 145, would be a good bet. What's your sense on the impact of losing Connor Cook?
Absolutely, I like it, Pete. I like what you said, the way you broke it down. I'm actually surprised they're a preseason number 6 ranking. They lost 7 starters on offense, and not just Connor Cook, but you've lost 2 wide receivers and a tight end.
Right.
All right, so there goes a lot of your air core. I mean, that air weapon is absolutely deficitated. So I don't know. I think Tyler O'Connor, who's the senior that's stepping in. All right, he's a senior. You would think he would have enough experience, but he didn't get a lot of playing time.
Sure.
Right? And except with the practice squad, I got a feeling this team's overvalued. I'm going to be fading them early. Mike D'Antonio is going to probably have his biggest challenge as a coach this year, and this rivalry they have with Michigan is going to take it to another level. Let's not forget that was a fluke win they had at Michigan last year on that last second mishandling of the punt. All right, I think because of Michigan State, just the name and everything else, that's why they're getting the respect for the ranking. But Pistol Pete, I think you're onto something. I think it's going to be under 8 wins. I really do.
And my sense
the last
is
time
that,
this happened, when they lost a major quarterback, boom.
My sense is that they'll be more likely to be a good fade early in the year and maybe a better bet later on when the program, right? Because obviously, they acquire the same kinds of talent every year, the same caliber of talent.
Recruiting is a strong. It's a strong arm of them.
So
now they have lost 5 on defense too. Pistol Pete.
Oh, absolutely. And the guys who they're replacing with are talented, standard issue Michigan State caliber guys, but still might take a little bit of time to gel. And my sense is also that we'll see where the totals are. The totals are probably going to be very low, but I'd be leaning towards the under, because my sense is that the defense will come around sooner than the offense will, and that there'll be a lot of ground and pound from Michigan State, and the passing game might be completely stalled out, if not partially stalled out.
I've got one game on their schedule circled that I'm going to cash money against them. Second game of the year at Notre Dame. I'm just telling you, Notre Dame. All right, watch out for that team this year. But when they go into Notre Dame, it's only going to be their second game after playing Furman to open up, right? This new quarterback, it's going to take time. I think Notre Dame buries them. I'm going to absolutely be on that.
To sum up, we'll see what their lines are. We'll see what the totals are. But in general, because we don't know what, maybe the market will overreact and there'll be a good bet on and a good bet with overs. Maybe the total will be 33.5. But for now, I think we're looking to fade Michigan State at least early on and looking to play them on their unders. And as far as a bet to win the Big Ten or the Big Ten East, no value there.
No way. And they got a tough schedule.
They
got a tough state. Matter of fact, they end up their year with Ohio State and Penn State. And Penn State's getting better year in and year out.
Yeah, actually, though, their toughest games, I think their schedule is actually not that bad, because their toughest games are at home.
Again, and Michigan being one of them, and you're probably looking at Northwestern. Don't forget, Northwestern gives them fits from time to time. So Rutgers, you got Rutgers at home, Ohio State at home.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be, and the Michigan and Ohio State games are going to be revenge for the other side, but they are going to be at home. So I wouldn't say it's a tough schedule, but I would say that there's a lot of question marks for Michigan State, and it's definitely worth monitoring week in and week out to see how all the new pieces.
I mean, they got Notre Dame, Wisconsin right out of the gate, Pete, weeks 2 and 3, and then a strong passing Brigham Young team 2 weeks down, past that. So I don't know. I think this team's going to have fits, and I definitely will be placing a bet on the team total under 8.
Okay, sounds good, Mike Brenner.
And also, hey guys, make sure you check out where you're playing. Sportsbook Review Guide. All right, make sure you're playing with the guys that are rated at the top of our site, Better Business Bureau of the Industry, SBR.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.